Hi, welcome to another episode of Ask the Expert. Today we're going to talk about our newest adhesive, which is the Henry 647 Plum Pro Fast Track Roll Applied Vinyl Flooring Adhesive. My name is Ed Massalunas. I'm the Henry Business Manager, and I've worked for Ardex for over 15 years now. I'm responsible for the Henry products that are sold within the retail channel, the distribution channel, as well as the OEM channel. To my left here, I have a colleague of mine, Dan Daniels. Introduce yourself, Dan.
Thanks, Ed. I'm Dan Daniels. I'm the National Account Manager for Henry, and I manage a number of home centers and retail accounts.
Great, thank you. So as we talked about at the beginning, we're going to talk about our Henry 647. We had a number of questions on Facebook regarding this new adhesive, so we thought it'd be great for us to answer these questions to you from the person who asked the question. And for every person that did submit a question, we'll be receiving a Henry t-shirt shortly after this video is formed. So let's get started and talk about some of the questions that you guys have that we want to answer for you today. So the first question, Dan, is coming from Mike G. Okay, how's the smell and the VOC of the Henry 647?
Mike, the smell is insignificant, and the 647 has 0 VOCs. Tara asks, does this smell like grapes or plums, Ed?
Great question, Tara. As far as the 647, even though it is a plum color in the bucket on the floor, it does not have any smell of a plum or a grape. Might improve the job sites in some situations, though. So next question is, will the purple color keep my brainless coworkers from walking through the adhesive? What do you think, Dan?
Well, Dave asked the question, and you know, Dave, the workers will continue to walk through any adhesive regarding what color it is.
Absolutely.
And Mike W. asked, why purple? Why did we come up with purple, Ed?
Well, very, very unique. We went with purple because you're putting this particular adhesive on, you're rolling it on, I should say, very thin. So with the contrast of the substrate, we want to make sure there was a color so a person can understand where they applied the adhesive or where they did not apply the adhesive. That way they're getting a full coverage as far as the adhesive on the substrate. Next question will be coming from Matt P. and Jim K. Does it dry clear? And does the color change when it's drying?
It does not dry clear, and it actually darkens slightly once it does dry.
Great.
Mark and Michael, will I be able to see chalk lines through it, Ed?
As Dan had mentioned just a second ago, the 647 does not dry clear. Because of the pigment that we put in there for the reasoning to make sure the substrate is covered with the adhesive, you will not be able to see the chalk lines. So the next question is from Mark P. So we have another question from Mark. What benefits does it provide over traditional glue?
Oh, a number of benefits, Mark. First and foremost is a 5 to 10 minute dry time, extensive coverage, up to 300 to 400 square foot per gallon, and it's open to traffic immediately once that flooring is laid.
And then since we're rolling this particular product on with a short out paint roller, it eliminates the issues that some people may get with trowel ridges showing through the floor covering.
Matt B., what does it taste like, Ed? We asked what does it smell like, what's it taste like, what's it feel like?
A lot of people must be hungry today. So the Henry 647 Plum Pro, we didn't have anybody volunteering to put the sample in their mouth to taste it. So unfortunately it has a plum name, but it has nothing to do with the flavor. Okay. So Benjamin B., what kind of moisture will the 647 handle?
The 647 is approved in a number of conditions, up to 95% relative humidity and not to exceed a pH of 11.
Oh, that's great. That's outstanding.
Yeah. A number of people ask this question, a very popular one. Can you trowel this adhesive?
No. The Henry 647 was designed to be a roll-applied adhesive. Okay, we designed this for a couple reasons. One is get the installer off their knees. So now we can stand up, we can use our short paint roller to roll the adhesive on, and also it's to help the labor situation that a lot of people come across where you don't have some skilled people able to use a trowel that a short nap paint roller will be able to be rolled on easily. If a customer wants to use a trowel applied adhesive, the best thing to do is to use our other new product, which is a Henry 695. That is a trowel applied adhesive with same characteristics that you see from the 647. The next question comes from a number of different people. What nap roller do you recommend? Anything special?
Staying with the roller subject, we typically recommend a 3/8" roller cover when applying the Henry 647.
So I can get that anywhere. Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Paint store, at any home center retailer, and I'm sure the flooring distributors also carry those too.
That's great.
Yeah. Jordan C asks, can this be? Can I get this in a spray can?
Good question, Jordan. When we designed the 647, we only had the roll applied application in mind. Maybe that's something we need to look at too, as well as a spray application. So we'll get back to you on that one, okay? So next question is a number of different people. Again, very popular within our audience here. How long does it take to dry before you can install floor covering?
Again, one of the best characteristics of the 647 is a 5 to 10 minute dry time. And that means that you're laying your floor and you're putting your furniture and walking on it immediately after the flooring is laid.
That's great. That's obviously extremely fast compared to the traditional pressure-sensitive adhesives that are out there, where an installer might have to wait, anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, or maybe even longer, depending on the job site. So that's going to be a lot less downtime for your associates to work with you.
Tony and Jonathan asked, what is the working time of this adhesive, Ed?
The working time of the 647 is really an extended working time. You have up to 8 hours when the time, as Dan had mentioned, when it flashes off, to install your floor covering. So there's no rush as far as getting your floor covering into it. You have up to 8 hours to install the floor covering itself. So next question comes from Lee G. Is there an adjustment time with the 647?
There is. Before rolling, the flooring can be peeled up and adjusted and replaced if necessary. And Pablo asked, Ed, isn't this something that has been on the market before and I've seen on the shelves before, this type of adhesive?
We are not aware of any similar LVT adhesives like the 647. The 647 has an extremely fast inlay time, as well as an extremely long working time. And the most important thing that we have to remember is it's immediately open to traffic. So you can pull your tools off for this particular job site, and it's open to that owner, the building owner, or even the homeowner. So the next question comes from a number of different people. So how long is the flash time? And is it easy to clean up? It's kind of two questions there for you.
Flash time, dry time is, again, 5 to 10 minutes, just like that, and it cleans up very, very easily with some soapy water. And Thomas and Peter asked, what type of flooring will it adhere to?
The Henry 640 can install a number of different floor covering types. Any type of vinyl back structure. So in particular, LVT or LVP. You have your fiberglass sheet encapsulated flooring. You also have your carpet tile, and also VCT can be installed. But for complete details of what floor covering can be installed, please check our website, call our technical line. They're there to help you and get your answers correctly. So this is a real popular question that we have a lot of people calling in for, Dan. What are the substrates approved for use with the Henry 647?
A number of substrates, Ed, and the most common ones are obvious. It would be concrete, well-bonded, cementitious underlayments, APA grade, plywood, and many, many more.
Okay. All right. So that seems like a lot of different substrates this particular product can go over. So for complete details, like I mentioned before, check our website, call our technical line, ask our sales pro. We'll definitely help you get the right substrate for your needs.
And Mark P. asks, will it support warranties of all flooring manufacturers?
Short answer is yes, Mark. So we have two warranties with the Henry 647. We have the Henry's Best warranty. So if the adhesive does fail on your particular job site, we have a full replacement warranty with this for up to 10 years. Now, if you put the Henry 647 in conjunction with an Ardex underlayment product, then you extend your new warranty up to a System 1 warranty for up to 20 years. So think of the peace of mind you'll have for 10 plus 20 of years for the installation, and no worries for our products to fail. Great question. So the last question that we have to answer today, it comes from a number of different people. What's the price point and where can I get this thing?
Well, the availability will depend on your local home center, retailer, and flooring distributor, and the price will depend on that that specific outlet.
Okay, great. So thank you for all your questions. That's going to wrap it up today for us on Ask the Expert on the Henry 647. For complete details on the Henry 647, please visit our website. or call our technical line. And I've mentioned it a couple of times to you, but here it is right now. It's on the screen, I think, as well. So it's 888-512-7339. And we appreciate all your feedback. We appreciate all your questions you have on the Henry 647. And we're excited about this new launch of our adhesive